Hello, my friends. It's Chris Coombs with The Truth in Diabetes, checking in with you for a Friday. Had some thoughts and thought maybe over the next several weeks we'll see how it goes. Love to hear your feedback and your input on this one, but I thought about sharing something sciencey with you once a week. Just giving you some information on different articles that come out, different scientific things, everything along those lines. What I came across this week, I am on Twitter. If any of you out there are fans of Twitter, Truth in Diabetes is on Twitter. You can follow me there if you just look for Truth in Diabetes. I'm out there. Anyway, so there was an article that this other service on Twitter called, I believe it's Diabetes Wisdom. Those guys send me about 15 articles a day, but every so often some pretty neat headlines come across there. There happened to be an article on Livestrong.com today, or actually within the past couple of days. If you don't know what Livestrong is, well, that's Lance Armstrong's charity. He's a cancer survivor. If you don't know who Lance Armstrong is, you've probably been living in some form of isolation over the past several years. Lance Armstrong is one of the world's most elite endurance athletes. I don't know what the number is, but he won 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know, some ridiculous number of Tour de France's. Jim Rusnell, my former boss, if you're out there watching this, you'd know. Post, let me know how many Tour de France's Lance won. Anyway, on his website there was an article on the effects of diabetes on protein metabolism. Well, as we know, diabetes is a metabolic disease marked by elevated blood glucose levels resulting from no bodily production or insufficient production of insulin or improper bodily processing of insulin. Blah, blah, blah. There's a long sciencey term as far as what diabetes is. What is metabolism? Well, metabolism is simply the body's process of converting food into energy. That's why we need to eat food. Our bodies need food in order for energy. Now, protein metabolism. So, we need to eat proteins. Those are your meats, your isogenics, isolated whey protein, things along those lines. Adequate protein, I'm going to read again here. Adequate protein metabolism is critical to tissue and cell growth. There we go. I can read, I promise. Absence or lack of insulin results in increased breakdown of branched-chain amino acids, or BCAA, in muscles. This type of breakdown of BCAA is associated with loss of muscle tissue. So, of course, we need that muscle tissue in order for our bodies to function. Now, protein in type 2 diabetics. Protein metabolism in type 2 diabetics. Increased breakdown of proteins associated with lack of insulin was not observed as much in type 2 because of the differences in ratios of insulin to glucagon among type 1 and type 2. Of course, glucagon is a hormone that opposes the action of insulin, so increase the glucagon levels relative to decrease the level in glucagon levels favors the increased breakdown of proteins. Sorry, this article is not that great, but anyway, the point in all this is a diabetic must maintain adequate control and monitoring of blood glucose levels. Type 1 diabetics who lack insulin are treated only with insulin because other glucose-reducing medications are ineffective in controlling glucose levels. Type 2 diabetics are initially treated with glucose-reducing medications. Insulin is reserved for severe cases and when treatment options have been exhausted. Exercise is also beneficial in the regulation and use of glucose. Exercise also helps strengthen muscles and delays muscle wasting from increased protein breakdown. I don't know, maybe not a great article, but just the importance of that is you need to take insulin, check your blood sugar, make sure everything's level, because another thing it points out in this article is if you have insufficient insulin, of course, there is a buildup of acid that happens in the blood. Now, you get that buildup of acid. What that commonly leads to in people with diabetes is the dread diabetes ketoacidosis. If you look at my blog post on truthanddiabetes.com, I've got a detailed explanation of what DKA is and how it's important to avoid it. But anyway, there's a quick article. I'll post a link to it on the blog, truthanddiabetes.com. You can look through that yourself, but I'd love to hear your feedback, comments, questions, suggestions over the next several weeks. Again, we'll be posting different types of articles, sciencey type stuff, and giving you the bullet points and my take on it. Anyway, my friends, have a fabulous day, have a fabulous weekend, or just have a a good day, whatever day it is for you that you might be watching this. But remember, my friends, disease or destiny, it's your choice. Choose destiny. It's a better choice.